Good morning children. Jayadash here. Today we will do exercise 8.3 question number 8 from your NCERT book, and next we have to use another formula for finding simple interest, and this is the last one from your profit and loss concept. Now the question is, Anima buys a book for rupees 275 and sells it at a loss of 15%. How much does she sell it for? That means what is given? Buys a book, that means CP is given, the cost price of the book is given, rupees 275 is given, and loss percent also given. Loss percent is given 20%, not 15% is given loss percent. And what you have to find out? SP of that book. That means this one is missing. Do you remember the formulas we have given yesterday also and day before yesterday? So can you use that formula for this sum? When you have to find out selling price when there is a loss, in case of loss, SP is equal to 100 minus loss percent by 100 into CP. Now put the value of this loss percent is 15% by 100 into 275. Complete this calculation. 85 by 100 into 275. Find out the calculation. 5 5s are 25, 5 5s are 25, 5 20s are. Understood? Now 5 11s are, 5 4s are. Divide it, multiply 85 into 11, do it here. Now selling price is equal to 85 into 11, 85 into 11 by 4, and the result is 5, 85, 5, 935 by 4, divide it, do the calculation. Do this calculation in a rough space. Do this calculation and write the answer here. 233.75 rupees. Then what is the selling price of that book? Therefore required selling price is rupees 233.75. This is the answer. And see the sum from the complete way. CP was given 275, loss 15%, SP was missing. To find SP, what you have to do? You will use the formula. First, when you are using formula, please write the formula in that form only. 100 minus loss percent by 100 into CP. Afterwards, you put the value of loss percent and the value of CP. Then cancellation. Do the calculation, and as much you practice this cancellation, you will be expert of the this kind of sums. If you want to avoid, then it will be a terror for you. I don't want that. So please try to do the calculation by your own. Next, I want to explain some formulas for the next few sums. This is related to simple interest. These sums are known as simple interest. What is simple interest and what is the formula? I will explain it very soon. Simple interest. Simple interest in short form, we are writing it simple interest. SI. Simple interest. To find any simple interest. What is simple interest? Before understanding simple interest, I want to tell you something. When in a bank, you can ask your parents that they are giving some money to the bank for depositing, they are depositing money, and sometimes whenever they are required it, they are withdraw the money from the bank, that in the form in the ATM also, or by credit card, debit card. You know that so many things are now very common to all of you. Now when they are depositing some money, this is known as principal. This is known as principal. I am writing first the short form, full form of this. What we will use in our formula. P will stands for principal. Principal. R stands for rate. T stands for time. And rate is always known as rate percent. So when you are finding the interest, when you are depositing some money in a bank, it is for security, it's okay, but the money was increasing also in the bank. This increment, that increment part is known as simple interest. This interest, the extra money we are getting from the bank is known as interest. This interest is coming in this formula. You have to write P into R into T by 100. That means when you are finding simple interest, that means you have to multiply principal into rate into time by and divide it by 100. This product you have to divide it by 100. This is the first formula of simple interest. When this is the extra money, whatever you have deposited in the bank, the extra money bank will give you for that money is known as simple interest. After getting this interest, you will not leave the principal, that means whatever you have deposited. That means with the depositing money, that is known as principal, and simple interest is known as the total amount. That means amount, A stands for amount. Another thing, A stands for amount. Amount. That means the total money you will get from the bank is known as amount. This money, amount is equal to principal plus SI. This is your formula number 2. Now next question is, if principal is missing, if rate is missing, if time is missing, then what to do? This will come from, this will derive from this formula only. Slowly you will understand that, but now I will not explain in that way how the formulas are coming. Now if principal is missing, you have to find the principal, what was the amount you have deposited. If you don't know, but if interest you know, don't know, rate and time also you know, then you have to find out how to find the principal. Then SI into 100, SI into 100 by R into T. This is 3. Now if next formula is 4. If time is missing, how much time you have kept the money? Simple interest into 100 by P into R. If rate percent you don't know, then also there is a formula to find out the rate percent. Then rate is equal to simple interest into 100 by P into T. See, there is a relationship between these formulas. Now when this is PRT. When P is missing, RT is going down. When P is missing, RT is down. When T is missing, PR is down. When R is missing, PT is going down. Because this formula is derived from the concept of simple equation. But if it is tough for you, do not go for that derivation of this formula. Just read this formula once, twice or thrice and try to understand it. I will show this picture from the distance. Can you see it? I hope all of you understand. Thank you, students.